Hey everybody! So, time for another Twitter poll review.
Earlier this year, I put a poll on Twitter asking which Cartoon Network TV movie based on one of their shows I should review for this year. The choices were Dexter's Laboratory Ego Trip, Billy and Mandy's Big Boogie Adventure, Regular Show the Movie, and Steven Universe the Movie. It was really close and I had no idea who would win. But in the end, Ego Trip managed a victory. Oh, and if you're wondering why I didn't put Ed, Edd and Eddy's Big Picture Show, it's because I was certain it was gonna win and MediaWiz already has a great review of that.
But anyway, I would have been fine with any of these since I like them all, but it will be fun to go back to this one since I watched it a bunch as a kid.
Dexter's Lab was the first cartoon starting in 1996. You know the premise, a boy genius named Dexter has a secret lab in his house that he tries to keep a secret from his parents, but his sister Dee Dee knows about it and keeps destroying things. Also, there's Mandark who wants to take over his lab for his own evil purposes. After 2 seasons, the last episode aired in 1998 and then was given a movie in 1999 that was supposed to act as a series finale. But because the show was still popular, it was brought back for 2 more seasons that weren't great, but I still kind of enjoy some of them. But anyway, that movie was called Ego Trip and got a lot of the people who made the show so good to help make it. The creator, Genndy Tartakovsky, directed it and it was written by him, Chris Savino, Amy Keaton-Rogers, John McIntyre, Craig McCracken, and Paul Rudish. So like I said, I watched this a lot on VHS as a kid, but I haven't seen it in years.
So I'm interested in seeing how well it holds up. This is Dexter's Laboratory Ego Trip. I have so many questions.
Is something wrong with my copy? Did I accidentally get one of those with no sound again? I do not want another Geely situation. Jesus! So we begin with Mandark planning again for one of his dastardly schemes, as he sneaks into the shadows to Dexter's house.
Honey, I don't think that's gonna...
Just a little more, dear.
Whoa! So rude removal was too much, but you can put this in here?
No, of course they're just playing Twister. Mandark heads upstairs and after a short distraction from Dee Dee, he makes it into Dexter's lab to steal whatever the hell this is. I'm guessing a radioactive jawbreaker? Maybe that's why the kids from the cul-de-sac look so weird.
With this all-powering neuroatomic protocore in my possession, I will make the world mine! Ha 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 ha!
Or it's that.
Unhand that neuroatomic protocore, Mandark!
Who said that?
Who do you think it is? It's his lab, and it sounds exactly like Child Genius my fucking ass.
A small fight ensues with Dexter winning, swearing he'll never get the protocore.
Know this, Mandark, that as long as I live, you will never possess the neuroatomic protocore. I swear it.
As Dexter gets back to work, Dee Dee goes into a time machine and goes to who knows when. Then some robots come back wanting to destroy Dexter.
Who are you?
We are here to destroy the one who saved the future.
Ah, so you're looking for President Trump. Just go ask him if he saved the future. I'm sure he'll say yes.
After growing in size, Dexter does the only thing he can think of, rip off his clothes and fight in his own mech suit. It's a pretty good fight scene. Also, isn't that the robot suit you used in Dodgeball? He destroys all the robots and now Dexter realizes that he will be the one to save the future.
I can't wait for the future. The future's taking too long.
That's pretty much been me over the past 5 years. Everything will be okay in the future. I won't have to deal with any more of this bullshit. When's it get here?
He gets in the machine and goes to the future of 2045. So let's see what the world will look like in 25 years. Well, the lab hasn't changed that much, except a new family lives there.
Hey, what are you non-aliens doing in my laboratory?
Your laboratory? This is our rec room.
He doesn't have a number, so they take him out.
It is a sad, sad world when the known numbers can just waltz on in onto private property with no trouble at all.
You know what, I'm sorry, I have to agree with him. You can't trust no numbers. I know it's not very PC to say, but no numbers are low-life scum.
The police arrive, but he manages to escape through a secret exit. No offense, Dexter, that is a bad idea if you're trying to keep your lab secret. He lands outside, and the future sure is different. Remember guys, only 25 years away. I'll finally have those flying cars when I'm 52. The future does seem very high security, which I guess isn't that different from what we have now. A robot takes him to where he's supposed to work, and we meet... oh god.
Hey, 52! Holy cow, I'm almost late!
Wait, that's Dexter in the year 2045? Okay, assuming he's like 10 in 1999 when this movie came out, that would make him like 56 years old?
Well, this future may not be perfect, but the plastic surgery is amazing. Due to being almost late, he has to go to the manager's office, and that manager just so happens to be Mandark, who again looks amazing for pushing 60. As Dexter arrives in his office, he sees his older self being punished.
Your name is number 12. My name is Dexter.
This time has been duly noted and will be deducted from your salary. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds about how I expect the future to be if capitalism continues on this path. So yeah, older Dexter is a complete wimp, and besides that, doesn't seem to remember ever not being a wimp. But he does still have the Protocore, as well as awesome plans to help humanity. After some screaming, he finally gets himself to say his own name.
Dexter? Again! Dexter! Yes! Dexter is the name of a lion, the tiger, a bear! Oh my!
Boo! They leave to head even further into the future. Also, older Dexter, you may want to do some back straightening exercises. That just looks painful. Unfortunately, they left the Protocore out in the open because the boy geniuses are kinda stupid. So they head to the year 2088.
Which would literally make him 99 years old.
I do love the part where number 12 starts freaking out about a lack of air, and they notice that the lab is now a museum.
What's this? Oh, no, styrofoam.
Was biting it really necessary?
Hey! What's with all the rapping?
Mandark? I'm typing!
Alright, that's a little funny, but also kinda creepy. I think number 12 is suffering from some serious PTSD.
Although it seems the only thing left of Mandark is his brain, which can still talk and hear. Although to be fair, maybe he's using the same technology Hector Con Carne used, at least he doesn't have to be attached to a bear. A guy comes in and recognizes them.
All hail the great and powerful Dexters.
They travel by Good Witch of the North technology to see their future self. And you know, I love that this movie doesn't give a damn about time travel logic. All these other time travel stories say you can't meet your future or past selves or bad things will happen. Here they're all just like, yeah, sure, let's go see him. The future is a utopia and it appears to be thanks to the Protocore. They ring the doorbell and older Dexter comes down.
Who put these stairs here?
One of my favorite television lines.
I absolutely love older Dexter. Everything about him is great.
Hello? Hi! Hello? Hello? Hey!
What?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Stop it.
Who?
What?
Hello.
Hi! Stop it.
What?
By the way, all three of these Dexters are voiced by Christine Cavanaugh, for which she actually won an Annie, and well deserved. Rest in peace, ma'am. Old Dexter can't remember saving the future, so they decide to travel back to see themselves save the future.
Come on, hurry up. Time's wasted. Let's go. This is going to be great.
He's not coming.
So now we get to the alternate future of 2063 and the lab is destroyed, as has the rest of the planet, since it seems we went to hell. Literally.
Does any of this ring a bell with you?
Ding dong. Nope.
The only fragments of humanity seem to have gone dumb, so I'm guessing we finally reached idiocracy. See guys, the future could be a lot worse. No need to act like we're living in the worst timeline. After starting a fire, robot guards come by saying science is prohibited by the Supreme Overlord.
Which if Trump doesn't start calling himself that if he wins a second term, then it's clear he just doesn't care.
Thankfully, they're all saved by awesome buff Dexter. Again, looking good for 74. He then tells them that Mandark is the supreme overlord. He got there by stealing Dexter's inventions, thus how he became Number 12's boss, got the Protocore, which caused Mandark to go insane.
So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If Dexter never went back, then none of this would have happened.
Action Dexter, who's voiced by Jeff Bennett by the way, managed to escape, but the Protocore corrupted the world, causing the hellscape we saw. So they all head to the lab.
To the laboratory!
And get about building. I always like these building montages. If that root beer was in the lab all this time, it'll be flat as hell.
There's overly loudness proximity alarm. Register an armed assault vehicle on an attack vector.
What? Microscan? Magnify! Dexter! With Dexter, Dexter, and Dexter?
Jesus, Mandark, you really let yourself go. You'd think being so smart you'd know the benefits of a good diet.
The next several minutes are just one big action scene.
It's pretty good, I just don't have much to say about it. It's creative, suspenseful, and fun. If this was meant to be the finale, it's a pretty good way to go out.
Your mechanized minions are defeated. Now it's just you, me, and me.
Mandark brings back the Mandarks from the other Dexter's timelines, and I love the fact that they all fight differently. The young Dexters just sort of slap each other, the action Dexter's fight is pretty hardcore, Number 12 is just a wimp, and old Dexter...
You old raisin!
You Clyde!
You sluggy!
You nincompoop!
You ding dong!
He realizes that words hurt most of all.
Number 12 does nut up and beat the living shit out of his Mandark, and notices that if they turn the Protocore to positive, they can reverse everything and save the future.
No! I've always wanted the core! No! I stole the core! No! The core is mine! No! Just because I'm bitter and jealous!
They end up all hanging onto each other with young Dexter only a few feet away. But even with support, Dee Dee arrives and gets her one line.
I sure hope Kat was paid well for that line.
So she pushes the button and saves the future. All the Mandarks disappear except for the fat one who blows up, which is dark. And old Dexter now remembers.
Remember? I remember! Dee Dee was the one who saved the future!
What? No way! That didn't just happen!
I wanted to be the one who saved the future.
You're gonna get credit for it anyway.
The Dexters, angry that Dee Dee took their glory, build some robots and tell them, quote,
Destroyed the one who saved the future!
may have wanted to be a bit more specific with that. The Dexters all say their goodbyes, and I will not be satisfied unless we get another great joke from old Dexter.
Goodbye, Dexter.
Goodbye, Dexter.
Goodbye, Dexter.
Goodbye, Dexter.
Goodbye, Dexter.
Goodbye, Billy.
Thank you.
Young Dexter returns and sees his past self fighting the robots he just sent.
The robots I just built to get Dee Dee, or we'll build in the future. But now I'm about to destroy them before I even decide to go into the future. So that means when I came back too far back before I ever left. So I must have come or they were... Oh, forget it. Time travel hurts on my brain.
I agree. I said it over 2 years ago.
Time travel's bullshit.
So that was Dexter's laboratory ego trip, and it's pretty damn good.
It worked for a lot of the reasons the show worked. The action was fun, the science was creative, and it was just funny. I freaking love old Dexter. Besides that, it was also just a really interesting time travel plot. I like all the little jokes they make out of it, and it's interesting and is pretty well written. So yeah, I'd recommend watching it. That is, if you can. You see, this never got a DVD release, at least not that I could find. Nor is it available on iTunes, Amazon, or Hulu. The only way you can watch it legally, at least that I could see, is buying it on VHS. So if you have a VCR and want to spend $23 to $100, go ahead. Otherwise, you have to find other ways. I'm not sure why it's not available, maybe it's some clash between Disney and Cartoon Network, but either way, just find a way to release it already.
Well, that was fun. Maybe I'll make this a tradition, do a Twitter poll every year or something, but till then, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
By the way, all 3 of these Dexters are voiced by Christine Cavanaugh, for which she actually won an anime. Fuck, anime.
Even a Dexter tape! Eagle Trip! I love Eagle Trip! And I don't even have to wait for commercials anymore.